At Budgety Hub, we recognize that true inclusion in the budgeting space is essential for building a just and prosperous society. Persons with disability are often among the most affected by budget decisions, yet their voices are frequently missing in these discussions. That's why we have been intentional and committed to support them to be part of these budget conversations. This ensures that public resources meets real needs, promotes equity, and empowers every community member to thrive. Today, we invite you to listen to stories from our regional budget hubs, where inspiring work have been done to bring persons with disability into the heart of budget conversations.
I am passionate about persons with disability since at a tender age, because I have an elder sister who is visually impaired, and more of the times when I was still young, I used to act as a caregiver. Because I would take her to different places whenever she wanted to meet her friends, whenever she wanted to attend church. I accompanied her to that, so I acted as a guide, and this really prepared me to take up these roles because I could see the challenges that she used to face, and even the stigma around working with a person who is visually impaired, especially the youngsters. And this, I believed that if we cannot advocate for PWDs, then we don't need to be barriers.
Now, before I became a budget champion, we used to do advocacy about rights of persons with disabilities with the Kitui County Disability Network, which was formed in 2013. And we would mainly attend public participation meetings whenever they were called.
I was born in the rural. Rural means herding animals. I survived polio at the age of 3, and I was brought to a missionary on a camel back. And that's the time where I was taught how to speak for the voiceless. Because what happened, what forced me, what made me to come to the social limelight is the space I was given in the missionary. It was when a disabled father was knocked down by a vehicle one morning, and then I didn't know I was in class 6. I was very young, 12 years old. And I was told, he said, "You're a disabled." If I called this while, he said, "When he was a father of 6, he was humbly married, and was doing his breadwinning for his children. Actually, he's the one who used to make the tire shoes. He was making shoes from the tires. And that, gave me, ignited my anger. I got angry. I told boss, but he's a human being. I was told, "You're a baby, get out of here." Then I went back to the missionary. I told sister this, what happened? And I said, and she asked me, "What do you mean? How do you want it?" She said, "His right is violated." Then she said, "Speak up." I asked, "What happened?" I said, "Boss, one of a disabled man was knocked down, and this is what happened, and he was discarded as a trash." He said, "Okay, I have you. Go back." That was a milestone, and that's how I started my advocacy.
So, how do these hubs work together? From time to time, there will be meetings that go across hubs, or even from time to time, although the meeting may be organized by the Nairobi Eastern Central Hub, they also provide links for other people from other hubs to join. And for example, at that time, we'll be discussing a common disability budget issue, and they'll be able to benefit.
In terms of monitoring or just seeing that the budget champions are effective in their work, we normally have, I normally hold them for a budget cafe where we meet virtually just to discuss whenever there's like a budget decision is about to be made. Like for example, say ADP is coming or CFSP discussion, we quickly convene to have a budget cafe to discuss what are the budget focus messages that we are going to deliver. So my role is actually to facilitate those forums to ensure that the information that we want to discuss, like a message cutting across the county, is reached. Additionally, I also support them directly in terms of if they want a document that they may not be able to access, I also help them. In terms of also breaking down the budget documents. I also support in terms of just breaking down to make the documents much simpler.
One way we can increase the inclusion of women and PWDs in rural communities is by creating awareness. Because most of these rural communities are not aware of their rights, are not aware of their needs, and even they are not aware of where they can access services in case they need something. As budget champions from the NEC Hub, we come in now to ensure that communities have enhanced their knowledge on and their skills on where now to access services in order to increase their awareness on their rights, where they need to access services in case they need. What keeps me doing this work on matters budget, and especially as a woman, is because of the experience that I have had right from the beginning, the motivation of envisioning a society where everyone is included and breaking down all the barriers. That keeps me moving.
And one of the things that I'm really proud of is that we were able to get a resolution from the county or an undertaking from the county that they'll be able to buy a very, very important machine that is very, very important for the assessment of persons who have got problems with hearing.
We were able to advocate for a allocation of funds for the purchase of better machine that will be equipped at Kitui County Referral Hospital. As a result of that, we have an allocation for that at 34 million, and we are hopeful that by the end of this financial year that we will have a better machine.
Tumeweza mambo ambayo tumesukuma kama watu wanaoishi na ulemavu. Ya kwanza ni kwamba ile ushirikiano wetu na serikali yetu ya kaunti imekuwa bora, kwa sababu sasa hatupigi kelele kama kitambo, na tunaona hizo vile mambo yanaenda sio mbaya, kwa sababu ukiangalia 6.3 tukakuja 8.1 tukakuja mpaka 12 million tukakuja mpaka saizi tuko 15. Kwa hivyo unaona tumesukuma.
Tunasukuma watoto wakiwa wanapewa diapers. Kwanza hiyo shule yetu iko na watoto wengi wanatumia diapers na maji ni kidogo sana. Sasa tunasukuma watoto hiyo shule kwanza ipelekwe tanks. Juu hiyo shule wanatumianga tangi ya 10,000 liters per week. Hiyo tunataka sana, tumeisukuma sana.
Tulipeana proposal kwamba tunataka tuanzishe sako kama walemavu. Sasa venye tukafika huko mbele, mambo yetu ikaenda vizuri hadi tukawekewa pesa kwa akaunti yetu ya sako.
Yes, there has been challenges in terms of engaging the county government because what I can say is that even the county government officials themselves do not understand their roles. So even we understood that even the county government officials themselves need now this awareness so that now they can understand their role in terms of mainstreaming disability.
Kuna changamoto nyingi sana. Kama sisi wanawake tuna changamoto ya maji katika area yetu. Unaweza kuwa unaendea maji tangu asubuhi mpaka saa 5. Hiyo maji haipatikani. Hiyo changamoto moja inaweza sukuma mzazi asiende kwa hiyo public participation ama baraza yeyote.
Changamoto ambayo tuko nazo, kwanza kabisa hiyo wakati wanafanya public participation, saa zingine wanafanya mbali. Inaweza kuwa wanafanya leo public participation sehemu ambayo ni mbali. Changamoto yenye tunakuwaga naye ni ya mambo ya usafiri.
We again lobbied for the disability bill. And that disability bill, when we lobbied, we got the disability bill. In that bill we proposed we have a committee on disability which purely deals on issues of disability. The challenges they undergo, the issue of registration, the issue of identification, because you can see as old as I am, some people of my age or even older than me might not even have an identity card. Why is that? Because they are not valid in the system.
Kwa hivyo mimi ningependa kuhimiza Wakenya, aswa wale wanaoishi na ulemavu, kwa sababu mara nyingi utakuja kugundua katika mitaa nyingi utapata watu wanaoishi na ulemavu labda wanaomba, mtu ameweka mkebe pale anaomba, lakini kuna njia kabisa mwafaka ambao tunaweza kutumia kuweza kufanya maendeleo, kwa sababu pia ulemavu sio jambo ambalo tunasema ya kwamba huwezi fanya kitu.
So I want to challenge the women and the persons with disability. By the way, we are people with special need. We are people special differently. You see? So we want to tell them, come and ask for, demand for your right. Speak up.